Spencer is running when the episode begins. We hear his voice talking about outrunning demons, hiding from truth and all his feelings. Spencer is then seen back in his Crenshaw home with his phone, a reminder of the voicemail. Spencer is becoming aware of the need to confront the situation. While eating breakfast, Dillon is looking forward to Spencer taking him to an art display, but when juice spills on Spencer's phone, Spence snaps on Dillon, then on D'Angelo and then his mama. Grace is tired of his antics and orders him to therapy with Dr. Spears. Spencer is obviously not feeling it. Jordan walks ahead of him. At Gow, Evan, a senior wide receiver, is seen running plays with Jordan while acting like he has caught a pass despite not doing so. Jordan shouts at him while trying to correct him, which starts a fight. Later, Jordan talks to Coach Kenny and Kenny reminds him he's a leader but to lead his way. He arranges a dance-off after a touchdown to cheer up the team that is still depressed over Coach. It works and the team is playing better. His twin reaffirmed the importance of never giving up on anyone, including the team. JJ is back. When Asher queries him about where he's been, he replies he was giving folks space. He explains that being drunk at the repast was not about him partying, but about him numbing the pain from Coach Baker's passing. He tells Asher he's ready to focus on football again. We get to see this focused JJ later at the team meeting where he keeps finishing Asher's sentences, showing he's been paying attention to what's been happening with college teams. He's subsequently met with his frat bros who try to remind him of his partying habits, and JJ rejects the urge. Jabari encourages him to keep up the good effort. Layla tells Chelsea about Miko's flower delivery to the house. She warns her to keep away and focus on the music, however the views on the music video are terrible. Chelsea is baffled by the difference in the success of the trailer and the video, but it is obvious that Miko's promotion of the trailer on her major fan account is to blame. Once more, Patience is prepared to thank Miko, but Layla cautions her to stay away by bringing up the incident involving Carrie. Patience has a visit with Miko anyway and tells her that there need to be some boundaries. Patience comforts Miko after she corrects herself, and Miko gets an idea when Patience leaves to pose for a picture with some fans. Spencer's road to recovery. With Spencer back at the beach house after breakfast, he's met with Asher who picks up on his mood. When JJ gets all excited about the possibilities of Coach Baker's boys reconnecting at Gow, Asher detects Spencer's attitude shift and hurries JJ out of the house. Dr. Spears shows up hoping to check on him and maybe set up a time to talk, but Spencer is very defensive and kicks him out. When he is ready to transfer, Spence goes to Gow to ask Coach Kenny for a letter of recommendation. When Spencer tries to demand the letter, Kenny puts him in his place, reminding him who's the adult. Spencer pushes Dr. Spears further away, his tension and rage rising. He warns Spencer that he will eventually run out of places to hide and to look for him then. When they get back to the beach home, Coop invites Dillon over so they can go out. But when Dillon brings up the incident at breakfast, Spence simply wants everyone to leave him alone. Coop sends Dillon away to talk to Spence and tells him she is worried. Coop tries to tell him how he's acting and Spencer screams at her and punches a cabinet, breaking it. Dillon comes in and is startled. Coop is also worried and says she's taking Dillon because she doesn't trust Spence with him. Spencer is in a state of shock. They take a drive when he phones Dr. Spears. Dr. Spears and Spencer end up in Crenshaw at his favorite childhood park. Spence explains what happened with Dillon when the man inquires as to why he reached out. At the Baker's home, Liv is telling Jordan and Coop about Spencer when Coop arrives. Alicia in particular, according to Olivia, should be there for him and not leave him, as she is understandably concerned. Olivia can't believe that everyone is leaving him and is adamant that everyone needs to stand with him. Later, Olivia talks to Alicia, saying that she's probably the closest to him who can save him. As Spencer and Dr. Spears stroll around the park in Crenshaw, Spencer receives a call from Coach Kenny but chooses not to answer it. Dr. Spears queries his decision to not leave a voicemail. Spencer is forced to face the situation he has been avoiding. Later, Spears questions him about why he thinks people decide to abandon him. He is aware in his mind that everyone who is leaving has a purpose for doing so, but he is unable to silence the voice in his head that tells him nobody wants to stay. Spencer finds out that Sean, his father, and Billy all left him presents. Spencer smiles for the first time, and it is obvious that the weight is starting to go away. Spencer makes a call to Coach Baker's phone and leaves him a message expressing his love and need for him. Coach Kenny returns with the letter, and Spencer greets him with an apology. Darnell shows up there. Spencer admits to him that he's not fine but that he's working on it. Darnell reveals that Olivia was the one that brought the group as a whole together. Spencer is astonished but visibly pleased and wants to have that chat, but Alicia enters the room before he can begin. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.